I was supposed to be with Shane and I didn't, and I was home. So my first reaction was I was hoping that he was home. We actually lived 3 blocks away. So my reaction was jump into command mode, and so it was a search hunt.
And so the reason I didn't go out was because of, my surgery. And then, so Shane usually posts pictures or comments on Facebook like, this is where I'm at, I'm checking in here, I'm here. And then there were no posts.
So he was supposed to just be chilling that evening at Blue Martini. No one knew that he did a beeline, but we are known to do disappearing acts in our crew. So I guess that was a disappearing act. So him being there and Latin night, and Shane had an affinity for Latinos.
Love the Latin. I go for Latin, so he kind of had a thing for me too, just to point that out.
But you're not Latin. So it wasn't like you didn't see one without seeing the other. So this was very unique. So I had already saw some of his acquaintances and friends that were there that came up to me and told me that, they saw him, he was there. I had different variations of stories of where he was, and it played tricks in my mind because I knew what bar we went to. I knew where we went. I knew where we stood. I knew, so I already knew. It just wasn't confirmed until Monday.
I never had anybody close to me die, so I still.
I think my biggest objective was to be the friend that I was with Shane while he was alive. So my grieving process literally didn't start until I moved to Philly. But my focus was on being a support to his parents.
Shane, as a friend, he just brought a lot of energy. He had this infectious personality. He was able to make, if he steps in a room, you know who he is, because not only is this man fine, but everybody just loved him. Everybody just wanted to be around him. But he always was able to make, no matter how many people were around, he was able to make just each person feel special. So I think he did a very good job of making everybody in his life special.
So my first impression of Shane was, oh man, damn. It really was, damn, period.
Quinton, who is my best friend, he was like, oh, you have to come see Shane perform. And so we went to the Blue Martini, and I was like, okay, well, which one is Shane? Certainly, he's the one on stage. And he was like, yeah, I'm like, he's fine. I want him to be mine. And Quinton's like, well, it doesn't work that way. He's gay. And I'm like, surely he's not. We could work around this. But just watching him on stage and his energy and what he gave, and then he'd come off and then he'd, just talk to you.
He was coming here to kind of just really grind and really focus on his career, building the brand. And it was really based off of building network, and that's how I think our friendship kind of developed.
He's a singer, he's a performer, a singer. He had a great voice, his dance moves, and he was, back to the fine thing, he was just fine.
Fine, overall, total package.
Oh my God.
I think seeing him perform in his element made me happy because I knew that's what made him happy. It was always something new. It was like he was his biggest critique. He would get off stage, he'll have a sidebar. Some of his closest friends, he would ask for feedback. He was always trying to perfect himself. But it was like, that's what he enjoyed doing.
They're always involving Quinton.
He's always around.
Always around. But so he would do, him and I had this our own private sense of humor. So we'd always used to make jokes. So, there was this one time we were at his house and we were having a game night, and we were playing, what were we playing? We were just playing, I think it was Truth or Dare maybe. We played some crazy game. We just had a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun.
His mouth with anything, but lies you tell probably might be the staple, because usually to follow lies you tell will be whatever his truth would be about that statement, and it came followed with some type of read and some type of humor that came through. It's all the real. I usually just kind of went glass half full kind of thing. So it was really checking me about my relationships, but more importantly, checking me about really, I would shy away from conflict typically, but he was my muscle. So he was like, no, you need to handle it. So one of those things is usually was about me and addressing situations that I probably would have avoided in the past. So, yeah.
So just all in all, I think Shane was just energy. He was life. Like, he was life.